Hey, welcome back everyone. Let's solve LeetCode 56, merge intervals. So this is kind of a tricky question, but working with me, I'll give you a simple solution that's the most efficient and optimal as well. All right, so given an array of intervals where intervals of I is denoted as start of I, end of I, merge all overlapping intervals and return an array of the non-overlapping intervals that cover all the intervals in the input. All right, so pretty straightforward here. I'll use timestamps, okay? Let's say this is 1 p.m., this is 3 p.m., this is 2 p.m., this is 6 p.m. Notice how this 2 p.m. is less than, well, starts before this 3 p.m. end time. So we merge them, right? It's in one continuation. So 1 through 6. All right, great. So then we get to 8 p.m. Well, let's look what we have before. Does 8 p.m. overlap with 6 p.m.? Nah, it doesn't. So we can just add 8 p.m. by itself. And I know this timestamp doesn't exist, but let's just say for the sake of this example, this is 15 p.m., okay? 15 p.m. is greater than the last tracked end time of 10 p.m., so this automatically comes here, okay? So this example here, we have 1, 4, 4, and 5. So here's a caveat here. Even if they're equal to each other, we're going to overlap them, okay? So this end time is equal to the start time here, so we overlap them. And then over here, and this is important, you have to sort. You have to sort the given input first. So we already know the time complexities and log n. So we sort this, as in this will be first, and then we have the 4 and 7, and then 4 overlaps with 4, right? That's why we get the 1 and 7. So you can't solve this with this approach without sorting it first. During your interview, ask for edge cases and constraints. Well, we know that the interval's length is at least 1, so we're going to be guaranteed an input. And everything else is very straightforward. Let's look at this drawing so we have a better visual representation. So notice how I just recreated this intervals input just on a line graph. So 1 to 3 is here, 2 to 6 is here, and notice how they overlap. So we're going to just squash it and just make it the whole way, right? So we're going to return something like 1 through 6, okay? We continue on. These are by themselves, right? Look how they don't overlap here. So we'll have an 8 and a 10, and then finally we'll have a 15 and an 18. Right? Because that's by itself, no overlap. And that's basically our solution, right? So let's go ahead and I'm going to refer to this guy as a start and this guy as an end. So S and E, okay? So let's go ahead and just draw this function signature here. So, and we're going to be returning this merged, right? And we're going to say, let's call it define merge intervals, and it will take in intervals. All right. And I'll probably drop this just a tad bit. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. And like I mentioned, please don't forget to do this. You have to sort the intervals before we start this solution. Intervals.sort rate. Okay, so if it comes in the wrong order, like if this guy comes here, right? We can immediately sort it, okay? So by sorting it, now it's gonna look like that, right? All right, cool. So let's create a merged empty list, which is what we'll be returning. So this guy right here is what we have visually created. And then we're gonna say for start and end and our given intervals, the very first step is if there's just not merged at all, like if there's just no values inside of this guy here, or let's bring this a little bit more to the left. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Let's trim this one a tad bit. Okay. Or the start that we're at is greater than our last end, right? And we represent that as -1, and then the end timestamp, which is 1. Okay. We're gonna immediately append it to the merged list, right? So append a new list, start, and end, right? Okay, otherwise, we have an overlap. So look at this overlap here. Here and here. That's what they're overlapping, right? Otherwise, we're going to just say merged of the last tracked end timestamp is equal to the max of itself, right? And I should say, the current end timestamp that we're currently iterating on, right? And then we'll finally just return merged. Okay. Let's use the code that here for a walkthrough, okay? All right, so we sort the intervals first. Well, thankfully this is already sorted, but if it comes in unsorted, we have to sort it. We create our merged list right here. So then we start our for loop. So for start and end, and I'll represent start as S and E as end. All right, cool. So if not merged, well, we immediately know there's nothing inside of merged. So we're going to just append to merged this current start and end, okay? So let's extract that from here. Cool. And I purposely grabbed the index as well, okay? All right, cool. And then now we're back inside this for loop, right? So these guys come here, okay? If not merged, well, there is a merged, so this doesn't happen. Or the current start is greater than the last end of merged, okay? So is this guy greater than this guy? Nah, it's not. So this doesn't hold, so now we're here. We say else merged of -1, 1. This value now, this 3, needs to be updated between the max of itself, 3, and the current end, right? 6. So which one's bigger? Well, clearly 6 is bigger than 3. So this here becomes a 6, right? 6. And now we're back inside of our for loop. So we're here now. Okay. If not merged, well, we definitely have something in merged, so this won't work. Okay. Or start is greater than merged of -1, 1. So is this guy greater than this guy? Oh, it is. So we'll just immediately append this current start and end, right? So we'll take this, bring it here. Okay, cool. Now we're back inside of our for loop. We get here. If not merged, well, we definitely have 2 items in merged. So, and this is actually index 1. Sorry about that. Okay. And, okay, otherwise, is start greater than our last merged end timestamp? Well, it is. So we'll just immediately append this current start and end, okay? So we'll take this, append it, okay? And then now we're back inside this for loop. So we get here, and the for loop is terminated, so we return merged. And does this look like the correct answer to you guys? Well, let's see. Yeah, it is, right? Because we're going to merge from 1 to 6. No other overlap, right? These guys were fine as is. And that is our solution, okay? Let's go to LeetCode and let's code this out. All right, so very, very important. You have to sort the input or else you're cooked, right? So this is n log n time. Merged is equal to this empty array here, or I can say list too. So for start and end and intervals, if not merged or start, the current start is greater than our last tracked end timestamp, there can't be an overlap, right? So if merged is empty or there's no overlap, we'll just append and create merged. We'll append to merged, I should say, with the current start and end. All right, wonderful. So otherwise, we do have overlapped, right? So we'll say merged of -1, 1 is equal to the max of itself, right? Merged of -1, 1, and the current end timestamp. And that's basically it. Let's see here if I no silly errors. Okay, so all test cases passed. Let's submit this. Okay, wonderful. And let's go back to the drawing board to talk about the time. Okay, so the time for this is equal to big O of n log n, simply because of this sort right here. And then now the space is equal to big O of n, right? Because imagine if there's no overlaps, like everything is clean, then our merged output will be the same size of our given given intervals, right? So with that being said, thank you so much for watching, whatever platform you're on. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.